He was something like our generation's Thomas Edison. From his teenage mind sprang the blueprints for the news feed. He developed code that would change online activism as we know it. And from a ceiling in Crown Heights, the woman he loved found him hanging from his own waist belt, an act of desperation. 2 years prior, as a research fellow at Harvard, he lifted millions of articles, privately licensed, because their contents contained truths more valuable than money could ever metric. Understand that students in developing countries can't read these articles because they can't pay the access fees. Aaron Swartz was the one among us brave enough to try passing this torch under the table, and this would come of breathtaking interest to the king. Charged with 11 criminal counts and 35 years in prison. There's no mistaking it was suicide, but I have this idea that when the Justice Department spies eyes with a flicker that bright, they do what they can to put out the flame. In the center of Rockefeller Plaza in Midtown Manhattan rises a golden statue of Prometheus, and I would like to tell you the story of how humankind was given fire. There was once a time when there were no gods. Heaven and earth alone existed, but time unraveled. Desire and drama ensued and split these two worlds like atoms. Heaven and earth gave birth to children, invention, religion, arts, war. And when all these things had settled, there was a people at the bottom and a tyrant at the top. Jupiter, who had read his Machiavelli and his Adam Smith, kept his title of tyrant. How? He had stolen from us fire. He took it away so long ago that we had forgotten what it looked like to see a spark of light in darkness, to feel the warmth of a flame in cold. We'd forgotten what fire brings us more than anything: alchemy, the transformation of stones, change. See, this is not a story about Jupiter. In the center of Rockefeller Plaza in Midtown Manhattan rises a golden statue of Prometheus. And even though his name means foresight, Prometheus would be hung for his. The use, sale, and possession of fire was forbidden in the kingdom of Jupiter, but it was also warm and beautiful and bright. Just like every other subject, with his neck beneath its tread, Prometheus understood the law, but he was the one among us who learned even better the rush of its flame, the rapture in its dance, the truth inside him as the only truth. One morning, Jupiter noticed some of his flame had gone missing. In the center of Rockefeller Plaza in Midtown Manhattan rises a golden statue of Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, John Kiriakou, Jeremy Hammond, Pussy Riot, Julian Assange, the angel of Aaron Swartz. If you speak truth, you wear his halo. The most curious property of fire is that the smallest little spark contains all the chemical within it to set an entire city block on fire. In the beginning, the earth was formless and without void. Darkness was over the surface of the earth. The Spirit of God hovered over the waters, and God said,